I've been with my boyfriend for just over 2 years, and we've got a really healthy relationship. We trust each other, rarely argue, and I've never given him a reason not to trust me. The problem is, one of my old male friends has recently come out of a long term relationship. We've known each other for 4 years, but before I met my boyfriend, we slept together a few times. Hmm. That was over 6 years ago, and nothing has happened since. We both agreed we'd be better off as friends. Since his breakup, we've been speaking a lot more. At first, it was just him calling me to vent about the breakup, but recently the conversations have changed. He started bringing up the past, saying things like we always had good chemistry, and joking that if we'd met at a different time, things might have worked out between us. A few days ago, he even asked if I ever considered what if. I've laughed it off every time and changed the subject, but it's starting to feel like he's testing the waters to see if there's still a chance. My boyfriend knows we're friends, but he has no idea we used to sleep together. I've never told him because it happened years before we met, and I genuinely don't have feelings for my friend. Now I don't know what to do. Do I tell my boyfriend everything and risk him thinking I've hidden this for 2 years? Do I cut my? Yeah, I don't actually need to listen to anymore. I don't need to read anymore. This one is going to be very easy, very very easy. This is actually I spoke about this the other day. I said, how many of you are chatting are in relationships, but people that you've slept with still have access to you? I actually I got the video from this scenario. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, I did. But the point still stands, right? Now you haven't told him, and really and truly, you don't need to tell him. The reason why I say that, the man they might be like, "What?" Like, you don't need to tell him that you two slept together, but you need to cut him off respectfully because he's disrespecting your relationship. He's not rating your man. For him to just be like talking willy nilly like that, he don't rate your man. So if you rate your man, you've got to show that, and you've got. It don't even matter how long you've been speaking to him, whatever. He's disrespected the relationship by basically he's trying to move to you. He's trying to move to you. If this was another guy on road or whatever, you would tell him where to go. Do you know what I'm saying? So personally, I think you should also tell this guy where to go. He's disrespected your relationship. You seem like you don't want to go down that route. You don't have feelings for him. I don't know how often you lot spoke before, but for him to run this now is very inconsiderate, like, of your relationship, of you. He doesn't respect you. If I'm going to be totally honest with you as well, if he respected you as your friend, he would not be doing this. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to, like he said, he's trying to test the waters. He's trying to see what are going on. And this is what happens when men come out of relationships. We just we start moving a bit wayward. Do you know what I'm saying? We start, well, not all of us, but some men start moving a bit wayward, testing the waters, seeing if they can, yeah, catch that one again and rare, because it's a game. Keeping it a buck, it's like a game sometimes, right? What I would say, you got to cut him off. You got to cut him off, and that's it. And I wouldn't suggest, because there's just some things that we don't need to know. We don't need to know everything. I always say we don't need to know, or this is me. I don't need to know everything. It's not like you're lying, because if he asked you, I don't know, maybe he has asked you and you didn't. I don't know, but if he hasn't asked you, have you two slept together, or have you slept with any of your male friends? If he hasn't asked you that, then you haven't lied to him. You know what I'm saying? You haven't lied to him. So I would say keep that to yourself. Cut him off. If he asks, just be like, I'm not really rating his thing. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. That's what I would say. The man they might be like, bro, you're selling us out, but we live in a dark world. Regardless, people are gonna do what they're gonna do. You don't know. You don't know everyone that your partner slept with. For example, he might have that he's friends with that he slept with. We don't know. We're never gonna know. There's no point in trying to, like, do you know what I'm saying? Find out, do a little detective work. There's no point telling him, because now he's just going to be thinking, right, I can't trust you. But it seems like he can trust you, because what you've told me is that you don't want nothing to do with my man. But telling your boyfriend will just collapse that whole thing. So don't do that. Cut him off. Keep it moving. And then if he's still on your line, like, if you try to cut him off and he's still messaging you or whatever, then at that point he's becoming a weirdo. And if it's getting to a point of, like, he's doing too much, then at that point maybe you'd have to tell your boyfriend, and your boyfriend might have to go and ras him up, if your boyfriend can fight. I don't condone trying to ras anyone up if you can't fight. So if you can fight, then great stuff. But if not, then don't tell him anything. Keep it moving and figure it out. That'll be my suggestion. This has been Ask Keeez. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.